This is a question where weather has suddenly become the entire ballgame.
On NBC News over the weekend, believe it or not, Chuck Todd actually said that things could be trending for DeSantis.
Cold temperatures. So the question is always about turnout.
Right.
But that adds a new element. What are you going to be watching for tomorrow night in addition to the weather?
Well, but that's the point here. It almost is the entire ballgame,
right.
The turnout, because the smaller the turnout, that's when weird things happen here.
Yes.
Rick Santorum didn't win in a large turnout, those sorts of things. And Donald Trump has benefited from big turnouts. He really, when we've had the higher the turnout has been in general election, the better more Trump voters have come. So, and is there a complacency issue that Trump has to worry about? So this is a question where weather has suddenly become the entire ballgame. It should be a real advantage to Ron DeSantis. Here's the guy that has been building an organization longer than any other campaign. He's got the governor on his side, who's got a built-in organization. This is why you build an organization, is when the weather drops unexpectedly. Are you going to get your people out, right? Yeah. So, in theory, this is all actually, I think, setting up really well right now for Ron DeSantis.
All right. I don't know why Chuck Todd would say that unless he thinks it might be true. And we know that DeSantis has had the best organization down there. All 99 counties, they've put the strategy. The whole strategy was that if we do well in Iowa, it shows that Trump can be wounded and then we can kind of move forward. Right now, everyone, mainstream media, and all of your friends, and we have friends here this week, and everyone's saying the exact same thing to me. Everyone says the same freaking thing. I like Trump. Most people say I voted for Trump. Whatever. I'm just kind of over it. DeSantis is the guy, but I don't think it can happen. It doesn't seem like it can happen. The polls make it seem like it's never going to happen. So what DeSantis needs tonight, I don't know that he necessarily needs to win. I think a win would send a massive freaking signal. But if it's close enough, it shows, there is some damage that could be done there. We thought there was a 50-point gap, and we thought that the guy doesn't even have to debate. So that's really kind of where we're at right now. But the other piece of this, of course, is that what you need to do when we get to the national election is you have to find new voters, right? If we are to believe that the last election was legit. Now, Donald Trump says it was not. He believes it was stolen, which always makes you think, well, why wouldn't they steal it from you again? And are you doing anything to stop that? As far as I know, the answer to that is no. But if we are to believe the last election, Biden got 81 million votes and Donald Trump got 75 million, okay? So you got to find some new voters. Are there new people that are suddenly get into Trump? I don't know. I just don't know anyone. Are there people that have kind of had it with Trump? Yeah. DeSantis, on the other hand, are there people that are crossover people that could vote for this guy? There's a ton of evidence that actually is the case because we know what happened here in Florida, the amount of Democrats who are now Republicans here in Florida.